And thank you for joining us on another Pinnacle webinar series. This is episode 33. It's the anatomy of a transition identity crisis. I'm Dr. Greg Green, sometimes referred to as retirement transition architect. Over the last few sessions, we've talked extensively about the mechanics of building a life plan, optimizing your wellness, and protecting your breakthrough. But today I want to pull back the curtain on an unspoken emotional milestone that almost every high achiever hits during a major life transition. That is the transition identity crisis. For 30, 40, or even 50 years, your identity was likely tied to a title. When someone asked, "What do you do?" you had an immediate high status answer. You were an executive, a physician, an attorney, an educator, or a business owner. Your daily routine, your social circle, and your sense of self worth, they were anchored to that professional scaffolding. Then the career ends, the kids move out, the business is sold. Suddenly you wake up on a Tuesday morning, look in the mirror, and the old anchor is gone. You aren't just changing your daily schedule, you're changing your relationship with yourself. Today, we're going to break down why this happens and how to consciously architect a new identity rather than mourning the old one. Now, let's talk about the core conflict, title versus core essence. The mistake most people make during a major life transition is trying to replace their old title with a hobby. They think, well, I used to manage a team of 50, so now I'm going to manage the backyard garden. Or I used to try cases in court, so I'll play rounds of golf a week. There's absolutely nothing wrong with gardening or golf, but a hobby is a distraction, not an identity. When the novelty wears off, the underlying emptiness returns because your core psych- psychological needs aren't being met. To bridge this gap, you must separate your title from your core essence. Your title was simply the vehicle you used to express your core talents. If you were a successful CEO, your true essence wasn't the title on the business card. Your essence was strategic thinking, leadership, building systems, and mentoring others. Those skills, they didn't vanish when you walked out of the door for the last time. They're still inside you and waiting for a new vehicle. The transition identity crisis happens when you mistake the vehicle for the driver. You're the driver. You just need to pick a new destination. So there's three steps to redefining your identity. How we actively reshape our identity without starting from scratch. How do you do that? We use a three-step life design protocol. Number one, audit your elements. Look back at your peak professional years. Don't look at the tasks you did. Look at the moments that made you feel alive. Did you solve, did you love solving simple problems? Did you love teaching young talent? Write those elements down, and those are the building blocks of your next chapter. Shift your I am statement. Stop introducing yourself by your past tense. If someone asks, "What do you do?" avoid saying, "Well, I used to be a lawyer." That immediately anchors you to the past. Instead, practice a forward facing identity statement. Try something like, "I'm a multidisciplinary strategist currently designing my next business venture." Or, "I'm an advisor focusing on legacy planning." Your brain believes the words that come out of your mouth. And number three, run micro tests. You don't have to commit to a massive new lifestyle on day one. Run small experiments. Volunteer to mediate a local nonprofit dispute. Mentor a startup founder. Take a class in a discipline you know nothing about. See which activities make you forget about the time. That is where your new identity lives. So, as we wrap up today's episode, remember this: letting go of an old identity isn't a loss, it's a graduation. You have successfully completed one massive chapter of your life, and you've earned the right to design the next one from a blank canvas. Your action step for today is simple. Write down three core talents or traits that you loved using in your past career that has nothing to do with your job title. Now, in our next episode, we're going to take those traits and look at how to build an accountability fortress around them so you actually execute on your vision. Thank you for watching today's episode. Remember, your best days are not behind you. Your best days begin here.